aș dori să repet, să repet și să adresez cel mai călduros salut tuturor musafilor care vin de peste tot și de la mare distanță, pentru că ne împărtăși experiența și cunoștințele lor. Este foarte important. Vă mulțumesc tuturor. Vom avea 3 prezentări de la cele 3 universități principale care au această specializare de nutriție și dietetică. Mai întâi va fi colega noastră de la Cluj, a doua oară cea de la Timișoara și după care eu voi finaliza. Vă voi prezenta programa școlară și obiectivele. Și dacă permiteți, voi vorbi în românește, da? Că aveți traducere? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming for the second part of the day. We'll continue with the 3 presentation of our colleagues in Cluj and Timișoara, and I will end the discussions with discussion regarding our curricula and objectives for the training in this profession of dietitian. And then 2 more presentations of professors from UK and Britain. Will have a session of question and answers regards your interests and your questions. I'm going to ask Mrs. Lorena Filip, who is the coordinator of the licentiate's degree program, to give an address. Hello and welcome. Usually when I go somewhere, I like to say that I bring with me from Cluj all the warmth of my soul. Perhaps will not match the warmth outside, but it is a warm feeling, and I hope this meeting will be a beneficial meeting for all of us, and our future cooperation should have a beginning here. When we speak about nutrition and dietetics, in Cluj-Napoca we are speaking about nutrition and dietetics in Romania. The beginning of this specialization, or the idea to have a specialization in this field in Romania, has its origin in the year of 2000-2001 in Valencia, in Spain. This is where the idea of having a nutrition school of nutrition and dietetics in Romania, because in the beginning that was organized in Spain. To our surprise, at that time Romania was not prepared for the licentiate's degree in this field. Only in 2005 we could speak nationwide about the need to implement such a to prepare specialized personnel in nutrition and dietetics. The need appeared, well, actually more from the need to have the population correctly informed. The interest was raised, and the advice which was given by the more or less specialized nutritionist encompassed Romania. The trouble is, much of this advice was not pertinent, came from only personal experience, was not based on scientific study. At that time, I found support in the university, Iuliu Hațegan University in Cluj, which meant a sort of agreement and a fight with the entities that at the time accredited gave credentials for the licentiate degree programs. Now at that time I prepared a file with arguments for the need that Romania should align itself to requirements existing requirements on the European market, and as a consequence, in 2005, the first file was submitted in order to organize a faculty for nutrition and dietetics. After a certain time, the answer came, and it went like this: faculty for nutrition and dietetics cannot be established because this speciality does not exist in Romania, and consequently it needs to be integrated in an already existing program of study. But who proposed it? The teaching staff from the pharmacy faculty, from the chemistry and environmental chemistry and hygiene, from the faculty of pharmacy. And consequently, in Cluj, the program of nutrition and dietetics is integrated in the pharmacy of faculty of pharmacy. But let us not forget that this is independent, regardless of the fact that it is allocated to medicine or pharmacy. It is a distinct program of study. The first entity which studied our file was not very resolute or ambitious, and they postponed us, they delayed us for about 2 years, and only in 2007 the new organism for study certification sent an assessment commission to Cluj in September 2007, and then a long period of time followed, in which we waited and waited and waited, and we had already been waiting for 2 years for something to happen, and in 2009, through a government resolution, the first specialty of nutrition and dietetics Romania was approved, which was in Cluj. This government resolution was issued with enough advance so that we can organize in July, together with the admission test for the other specialties. We should organize the first admission test for this specialty. The history of organizing this admission test is fabulous. Imagine a lot of teaching staff from the pharmacy faculty sticking posters and convincing people about the need of this specialty and, of course, about its future. We were pleasantly surprised that we had candidates that we had managed, and we can start 2008. In 2008, the first program of study in Romania. And then, at the same year, Targu Mures joined us, with which we had put forth joint efforts. So, in 2010, in 2008, actually, the two university centers started with the same program of study. I'd like to show here a few of the ways in which we have tried to promote this specialty. In the beginning, the materials were prepared by teaching staff from the Department of Environment and Hygiene and Chemistry, and then we discovered, quite surprisingly, that our students distinguished themselves completely from the others from the pharmacy faculty. I was overjoyed to see their interest, and I was also overjoyed to see their passion with which they were regarding things ever since the beginning in the first year, and then I saw that this passion was maintained, and I can be proud of my students. They have prepared the materials that you are seeing, and each time we had an event, they contributed to it. You will see other materials also prepared by our students. I wouldn't like to insist on the curriculum, but the program of study is structured, as you know, on six semesters, the 3 years of study, which accumulate 180 credits. We have 1,194 hours of practical activities and also optional classes. The average is 20 to 28 hours per week. And during the first year, we have the basis, the foundation. We didn't incline it to chemistry or to medicine. We try to maintain a balance so that the student in nutrition dietetics should be able to acquire the knowledge necessary for his development and preparedness for the new profession. We have offered them, besides these specialties, also optional classes, of which the most interesting is the culture and history of food. On the second year, we start addressing food, healthful people, nutrition. We start speaking about pathology. We enter medicine, toxicology, hygiene, pharmacology, and we are trying to shape the profile of the future nutritionist and dietitian. On the third year, we're trying to round up the knowledge, to make it complete, so that our student can accumulate the knowledge which is necessary for him, so that at the end of the third year they should be able to make the specific recommendations, pertinent ones, and well documented scientifically. The practical activity, which is done at the end of the second and third years, is generally oriented to nutrition and food of a healthy person, and then we visit the patients. If we look backwards, we see that this program this curriculum can be improved, that many changes have appeared in Europe, that many things that we have adopted from the curriculum in Padova and from Valencia and so on, those curricula have improved already, and on the next visit of the accreditation of the credential organization, we need to improve our curricula as well. We expect the feedback, honest feedback, because especially from my point of view, from my perspective, the relationship to the students was open. I also felt the same thing from their perspective. So from this cooperation, I hope to develop this curriculum to bring it to European level, so that when our students graduate, they graduate the program of study, they should be proud that they have graduated in Romania. We have some of them working in other countries, and they are doing very well. Our students who won scholarships in Valencia did very well. They integrated with the students there and were similar to those with tradition in the field. We always had 20 places from the budget, and 20 to 30 places when paying fees. But the fees in Cluj are quite high, and I see this as an impediment, so that not many students attended. The average is about 30 students. That is 3 groups of students per year. During the years of study, we gave the students the opportunity to manifest themselves, to acquire knowledge, to take part already in a few actions in the Association of Nutrition and Health. The students in Targu Mures know this. They had the opportunity to take part in one of the events of this association last year. I will not insist on the objectives of this association, but I'd like to insist on the activities that we took part in together with our students. The first activity was more like play, to the effect that in Cluj, a Day of the European Citizen was organized together with students from psychology, medicine and pharmacy, and afterwards they thought that the nutrition and dietetics should also take part in it. And in the end, it was found that all this event was supported by the students in nutrition and dietetics. The interest was great. The presentations that we delivered and our workshop filled the auditorium, and all the students came and cooperated and in the organization of this Day of the European Citizen in Cluj. Then we got involved in a European educational program, education through film. That was a project which was called Generation S on health topics. The colleagues from Cluj took part and accompanied the caravan in a few towns such as Brașov, maybe Timișoara, and also Bucharest. The film presented on all health topics were designed to sensitize the students on issues of what it means to be healthy, what it means to take care of your own health. Also, during the same year, another project, the Green Guerrilla, was organized. We went to the second edition with the S generation, and the third generation ended the project, which was on 3 years. In 2011, we organized the first symposium of students in the program of study Nutrition and Dietetics, and students from Timișoara and Targu Mures took part in this. And consequent to their participation, they received a diploma. We have the end of study photograph, 104 students attending. As I said, our students are very creative. The materials I am presenting are their creation. I did not intervene in them. And if you think it is funny to give so much trust to students, it may be your opinion, but I believe in their maturity, and I think they are fully prepared to take the bull by the horns and make the new profession count and get through on the labor market in Romania. I've always told them that it is the hardest for you, because you are road openers and you are writing history here. The programs and all the materials they have prepared were afterwards distributed in schools, in all kinds and types of activities. We also participated in activities of promotion. I forgot to say that if in the first year we promoted this activity, and in the next year the high school students took part in promotion. So we found at last we found our place where we have a competition and where we could be able to make a selection. So we are on a higher level when we speak about selection. So materials are on the purpose of educating the young generation, to educate the parents, both the parents and children, because also parents should assimilate the new tendencies in the field of nutrition and dietetics as far as the health as far as health is concerned. Now, to continue this program of study, we proposed a master degree, Nutrition Life Quality, which takes 2 years and completes the previous studies of 3 years. After this master, our students will be able to start a doctoral degree program of study. So we can offer them this possibility as we do for students with 5 or 6 years study programs. Well, in conclusion, I can tell you that with the establishment of the program of study, the graduation program study, this School of Dietetics was inaugurated in Romania. We had colleagues from Targu, Mures and Iași and Timișoara with us, who understood the need to implement this program and fought shoulder to shoulder with us to develop it, and I'd like to thank them for their positive attitude with this opportunity and for their passion and commitment with which they tried to make this program of study competitive, also compared with those programs with a tradition in Romania. I'd like to thank you, and I hope I didn't bore you too much with my history. Thank you.